Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to today's debate. The future of money, crypto, fiat, or something else? We have three towering figures of economic thought with us today, representing distinct perspectives on monetary systems. Let me introduce our guests. Our first guest is John Maynard Keynes, 1883 to 1946, an English economist whose ideas fundamentally shaped modern macroeconomics. Known as the father of Keynesian economics, Keynes revolutionized economic thinking by emphasizing the importance of government intervention in managing economic cycles. Among his many accolades, Keynes was instrumental in the creation of the International Monetary Fund and the World Bank.
Thank you. I'm delighted to participate in a discussion that extends the conversation on monetary policy into the 21st century, where concepts like cryptocurrency challenge the traditional frameworks I helped establish.
Next, we have Friedrich Hayek, 1899 to 1992, an Austrian-British economist and philosopher. Hayek's work on the price system and his defense of free market capitalism won him the Nobel Prize in Economics in 1974. His ideas underpin much of the thinking behind decentralized systems, including cryptocurrencies.
It is a pleasure to be here. I'm particularly intrigued by how today's technology reflects principles I championed, such as decentralized monetary systems and competition in currency issuance.
Finally, we are joined by Milton Friedman, 1912 to 2006, an American economist awarded the Nobel Prize in 1976 for his work on consumption analysis, monetary history, and stabilization policy. Though a staunch advocate of free markets, Friedman also predicted the rise of digital currencies.
Thank you. I look forward to discussing how both fiat money and cryptocurrencies align, or fail to align, with economic principles of stability and efficiency.
Let's begin with opening statements. Mr. Keynes, you have the floor.
Thank you. I believe money, in its essence, should serve as a stabilizing force in the economy. Fiat currency, managed by governments and central banks, has proven to be an effective tool for mitigating recessions and inflation. While the emergence of cryptocurrencies is fascinating, their volatility and lack of regulation make them unsuitable as a stable medium of exchange or store of value. Governments must remain the stewards of economic stability.
Thank you, Mr. Keynes. Mr. Hayek?
Centralized control of money has often led to inefficiencies and crises, as governments and central banks cannot anticipate all the needs of a complex economy. I advocate for the denationalization of money, a system where private currencies compete. Cryptocurrencies, while not perfect, are a step toward this vision. They return monetary power to individuals and reduce reliance on centralized institutions.
Thank you, Mr. Hayek. Mr. Friedman?
Both Keynes and Hayek raise important points. However, I believe in a middle ground. Fiat currency, when governed by strict rules, such as a fixed growth rate, can provide stability without excessive government intervention. Cryptocurrencies have potential, particularly for digital transactions, but their current volatility and speculative nature are significant drawbacks.
Let's dive into the debate. Mr. Hayek, you argue for decentralized money. How do you address concerns about cryptocurrencies' volatility?
Volatility is a temporary phenomenon, a growing pain of a young system. As cryptocurrencies mature, competition among them will produce stable alternatives. Central banks have historically devalued currencies. Private systems can better safeguard value.
If I may interject, Mr. Hayek, you overlook the fact that without government backing, money loses its guarantee as a store of value. Stability arises from trust, and trust is anchored in institutions, not in the whims of the market.
Institutions have failed us repeatedly, Mr. Keynes. Governments manipulate currencies for political ends, leading to inflation and misallocation of resources. Decentralized systems eliminate this problem.
Gentlemen, both of you make valid points. Mr. Keynes, your reliance on institutions assumes they are infallible, which history disproves. And Mr. Hayek, while I admire your vision, markets are not immune to irrational behavior, as seen with speculative bubbles in cryptocurrencies.
But speculative bubbles in cryptocurrencies are precisely the issue. Without regulation, they pose systemic risks. A currency must be stable and predictable, qualities cryptocurrencies currently lack.
And fiat systems, manipulated by central banks, are models of predictability? I recall instances where hyperinflation and debt crises emerged from your so-called stable systems.
If I may, both fiat and crypto need to evolve. A hybrid system could combine the stability of fiat with the technological benefits of cryptocurrencies. For example, a central bank digital currency, CBDC, could offer transparency and stability while leveraging blockchain technology.
CBDCs could be promising if governments retain control. But decentralization, as Mr. Hayek proposes, risks undermining monetary policy altogether.
That's the point, Mr. Keynes. Monetary policy has often been a tool of tyranny, enabling governments to print money irresponsibly.
The issue isn't government or private control, it's governance. Whether fiat or crypto, clear rules and accountability are essential.
Let's move to closing statements. Mr. Keynes?
Money is not just a medium of exchange, it is a tool for economic stability and growth. Cryptocurrencies, in their current state, lack the reliability and oversight necessary to fulfill this role. Fiat currency, governed wisely, remains the best option.
Thank you. Mr. Hayek?
Centralized control over money is inherently flawed. Cryptocurrencies offer an escape from this system, empowering individuals and fostering competition. The future lies in decentralized private currencies.
Thank you. Mr. Friedman?
Both centralized and decentralized systems have their flaws. The solution likely lies in innovation, a system that balances stability with freedom, perhaps through CBDCs or other advancements.
Thank you, gentlemen, for an enlightening discussion. This debate reminds us that the future of money is complex and multifaceted. Thank you, audience, for joining us today. If you liked the video, please click on the like button. Also, if you would like to see more epic debates like this, please subscribe.